This is a Storm 12 alert.
Hello, everyone. Hopefully, all of you had a fantastic MLK Day, Martin Luther King Day. Wanted to come on here and just kind of give you guys an update. Guys, I'm telling you, I have heard it nonstop all day today. So let me go ahead and clear this room up because I know that the Apple Weather app has been telling everybody that they're going to see between 15 to 17 inches of snow. And then there was some that said 17 to 20 inches of snow. Let me just correct a few things here. First off, there is absolutely no way possible that any meteorologist, including myself, can predict a such, I don't even know, forecast like that. That's just not how it works. I wish that we could get some good, decent snow like that. But unfortunately, in the world that we live in, we know how Mother Nature is. She can become bipolar every once in a while. So I don't necessarily think that is going to be the case. However, I did pull up two different models because I wanted you to see European model and then I wanted you to see GFS model. Now, both of these models that I'm going to show you, I think GFS has a better handle on what we're going to see. A lot of folks, man, when it comes to weather, you have to look at more than one. So if you're looking at two, look at three. If you're looking at three, look at four if you can. Me, I trust GFS. I've always trusted GFS models for years. Now, what I've got pulled up, I'm going to turn my camera around so you can see. I know I don't have it up on the green screen tonight. That's because, like I said, it's a little bit late at night. I didn't feel like getting a whole lot of stuff set up tonight. But what I do want to show you is I'm going to turn my camera around. What I've got pulled up right now, this is GFS, okay? This is the GFS model. So right now, as you can tell, a lot of areas today really saw dry conditions out there. It was a little bit cold, but a lot of you remained dry for the day. This is a live look right now at just exact tracked as we're going through with GFS model through Wednesday, January 21st. As you can tell, we may get a little bit of action in here on Wednesday. There is a little bit of a system for some of you. You might see some rain, especially in some of our Kentucky areas. You may have a rain-snow mix possible in the Kentucky area. I'll kind of back this in now. If you're in Middle Tennessee, it's possible that GFS models is hinting that maybe we could see a little bit of rain in the forecast on Thursday, January 22nd. Here you'll note we're still continuing into January 22nd. All right. We're dry Thursday afternoon, evening, but it's possible some of you could still see some of that. Here we are on Friday. So this is where we're going to really start to watch. Again, keep in mind, this is one model that I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a whole nother different. The second one I'm going to show you is the European model, but the GFS model has a better handle on the situation than what the European model does. But let's go ahead and continue. Right now, we're Friday, January 23rd. There's some of you in eastern Tennessee, Cumberland Plateau counties. There might be a little bit of some snow shower activities in your area, but I think a good majority of us will start the day dry. I'll take that back. So this is right around 6 o'clock in the morning. Here we are by 12 o'clock in the afternoon. We're starting to see some of that rain, snow, mixed wintry weathers try to kick in by 12 o'clock in the afternoon on January 23rd. Now, the big story is when we get to January 24th. So here's that setup right here. Okay. Keep in mind, it's all about the shift. This forecast will change. I'm going to tell you guys, if you are hoping for snow, I'm going to tell you this right now. I think we are going to get some snow, but I don't necessarily think it's going to be as bad as what people that are making it out to be. So if you went and bought milk, bread, and butter, and sugar, and everything else, hold off on that because we still got to fine tune to this forecast. I think we'll get a better handle on this forecast, especially as we get closer into Wednesday, where we'll get a little bit more details. I think the forecast will be a little bit more fluid. I think that it'll be a little bit more consistent, and hopefully with GFS models indicating that yes, there could be some snow, but I don't think it's going to be as bad. Let me tell you how I think it's going to be. So from a meteorologist's perspective versus Apple Weather app, I think that we'll get some snow. There's some areas, maybe towards the Cumberland Plateau counties, that might pick up a couple of higher amounts of snowfall totals, while everybody else, you might get 3 inches. Some of you may get 4, but everywhere else, I do believe, especially towards the Cumberland Plateau counties, I think you'll probably pick up a little bit more because we all know the Cumberland Plateau County areas, they pick up more snow than anything. Now, let's get back to this so I can show you this real quick. So again, we're at 12 a.m. on January 24th. Here we are by 6 o'clock in the morning. So GFS is indicating by Saturday morning when folks are waking up that there's already going to be a little bit of snow on the ground. There are snow that's already going to be falling. Now, this is by 12 o'clock in the afternoon. GFS models are still indicating that there could be some heavy bands of snow that is still possible in the morning or going into the afternoon hours of Saturday. Now, by Saturday evening, GFS models are indicating that we are just going to be dealing with snow. There is no rain, not with this particular model. But if you notice areas down south, down towards Alabama, Georgia, those areas have more of the chance for a wintry weather mix. So that's ice, sleet, and possibly some snow across parts of the area as well. Now, this is 6 o'clock on January 24th. We're even going to continue that into January 25th. Okay, so January 25th, we're still keeping a close eye. GFS models are still indicating that there could still be some snow hanging out in there. Going into 6 o'clock in the morning, still got some snow lingering around. By 12 o'clock in the afternoon on January 25th, so that's going to be on a Sunday, it looks like majority of that snow activity looks like it's going to taper off and head towards the Cumberland Plateau counties. And then we still possibly, most of you guys here in Middle Tennessee will be dry at around this time, but I won't rule out a few snow showers back over towards Knoxville and areas back over towards eastern Tennessee there. And then by 12 o'clock on January 26th in the morning time, we're dry. We are bone dry. There goes that high pressure there. But again, and it looks like maybe, just maybe, on January 28th, looks like we could pick up on a little bit more snow activity heading back over towards the eastern part of Tennessee there. So again, We'll watch another system that'll try to bring in a little bit of snow activity on January 30th. But again, this is still pretty far out, so we're still going to keep an eye on this. Again, Mother Nature can't seem to make up her mind. This is January 31st. Looks like we got another possible snowmaker that wants to kind of bring in a little bit of chance for snow. This one doesn't look too as concerning as what we are going to be dealing with for the upcoming weekend ahead. Now, I'm going to show you the European model. This is the one that I think is just really just overdoing it, okay? So here we are, okay? MLK Day looking good today. It was a good day out there. Now, let's take you into January 20th. So 9 a.m. in the morning, we're doing good, okay? We're doing fine. Now, what I want to do, here is January 21st. So this one is indicating of some rain that's going to be coming in parts of the western Tennessee, going back over towards Arkansas, maybe even a little bit of western Kentucky for us out there. And then I'll take this into 9 a.m. on January 21st. Kentucky, maybe north of I-40, right on that Tennessee-Kentucky line border, we could see a rain-snow mix. But again, that's January 21st. Again, we do have a system that we're going to be watching for on Wednesday, just to kind of see what we're going to be getting. Now, this one doesn't try to do a little bit too much for Wednesday like the other system did. But what I want to do is just kind of just show you real super quick. So let me fix this. Looks like my map here is having a happy day here. So right now, I'm going to kind of continue to take you onward. We're going to go into January 24th, okay? January 24th, here we are. So there you'll see the snow ice mix coming through, right? We see that. Now watch how this European model tries to over exaggerate with this, okay? So you see the snow starting to creep in, and notice it's all over parts of the, all out in the west, okay? So we've got ice mix, and then we've got a snow mix there. Now, I'm going to take this into 9 a.m. on January 24th, okay? We're indicating, European models are indicating that there could be some snow. Okay. And then by 12 o'clock in the afternoon, snow continuing. Okay. Snow continuing into the 12 o'clock afternoon hours of January 24th. Now, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it does look like the European model is doing a little bit of over exaggerating, making things look a little bit heavier on the radar than what the GFS model was indicating. Now, one thing that is different than the GFS model, this one is actually indicating that we could see some ice and sleet with this. So take a look and watch this this action over here. So I got it at 9 o'clock in the evening, January 24th, Allie's birthday, by the way. We got some heavier bands of snow that's really just flowing down at 9 o'clock at night on January 24th. Okay, but you see how there's now some sleet and
battery level low.
See how there's some sleet mixing in with the snow, right? So that's something that we're going to continue to keep a very close eye on, because again, European model is indicating that we're going to get rain, snow, and sleet or ice with this. GFS model was just indicating that we were going to get just full on snow. So again, this is not set in stone. I've got it at 3 o'clock in the morning on January 25th. Still got some snow going on with the European model. 6 o'clock in the morning, we still got some ice out there and some snow. And then by 9 o'clock in the morning of January 25th, we're still keeping the snow in the forecast. And so this, again, just something that we're going to continue to have to keep a very close eye on. But this is 12 o'clock in the afternoon with the Euro model still indicating that there could be some snow still falling. Either way, this is something that we are going to continue to fine tune. It is something that we will continue to update you on with the very latest. Remember, if you are not following me on Facebook, now is the time to do it, because again, you got all these crap apps out here that give you false advertisement. Hint, hint. Apple weather, okay? There is absolutely no way any meteorologist, including myself, that can predict 15 to 17 inches of snow. There's just absolutely no way. The ground would not be able to handle all of that, and it wouldn't accept all of that right now neither. Even though it's cold, it's not going to accept that just yet. Now, let me show you what's happening with your Super 7-day forecast, just to kind of show you some of those temperatures of what's going on. So for tomorrow, we're going to be right at 37 degrees. It's going to be cold out there tomorrow night. So make sure to keep those faucets going overnight, especially as we're going up and down, up and down, up and down with these colder temperatures. Wednesday, I've got a 20% chance for some precipitation in the forecast right now. Again, we'll watch to see what this snow clip brings on Wednesday, but the bigger system that we're going to be watching for is going to be this upcoming weekend. So 49 on Wednesday, 49 as well for Thursday, and then as we work our way in towards Friday and Saturday, this is where I am going to be potentially calling for a Storm 12 alert, as you can tell. So if I kind of zoom in over here, this is where we'll possibly be calling for a Storm 12 alert. And the reason why is just in case if the models are somewhat still agreeing, I want you guys to be weather aware. I absolutely cannot wait to see all of the snow photos that will be coming in, especially from my people that are in Kentucky, my people that are out in the Cumberland Plateau counties. I love it when you guys send me photos. Just beautiful, man. Just absolutely beautiful. And right here in Middle Tennessee, I can't wait to see some of y'all's favorite snow photos that you send me. I'll definitely make sure that I get it on the green screen. So again, right now, Friday, 39 degrees, 30% chance of some precipitation of rain-snow mix. We're going to call it a rain-snow mix right now. And then for Saturday, we're going to call it just precipitation. I know you see it says snow right here, but again, guys, we're going to say precipitation, We know something's going to happen. There's always that 1% chance of the forecast being right? So that means there's 99.99% that this forecast could fool us, right? As we go towards Sunday, we're going to go back down to about 35 degrees, 30% chance of still some lingering precipitation. So some leftover snow, some leftover rain, maybe even some leftover sleet still scooting across the Mid-South there. And then for Monday, we're going to watch another system that's going to come through here that's going to bring some more precipitation. This one right now looks like it's going to be a majority of rain, but we'll continue to keep a very close eye on that for you out there with a high of 47. So again, I want you guys to be mindful of what's going on. I don't want this to frighten you. I don't want you to go out to the stores and start panicking and start buying all the sugar, bread, butter, milk, and all that. I want you to be mindful of what could possibly go on. Okay. So this doesn't necessarily mean that we are going to get a major winter storm. I know you've been looking on your apps. I know you've been looking everywhere and it's been saying there's a major winter storm. Oh my God, let's panic. No. Let's not panic. Let's take our time. Let's calm ourselves and let's understand that there could be some activity this weekend. And you know that Laurente Barbie right here, the meteorologist, I've got y'all's back. I do it every time, especially when severe weather strikes. I got you back. This is one of my favorite calming times, though, because I'm not having to stand on the green screen and cover tornado warnings. I just get to sit back, and obviously I'm going to show pictures. I get to sit right here on my computer chair and just upload photos on the green screen that you guys sent in. Oh, my God, I cannot wait for this weekend. So, yes, I am absolutely excited for that. But again, just please be mindful out there, guys. Definitely be mindful of what's going on. I know it's late. It's 11:09. I want you guys to be mindful out there. And again, if you aren't following my Facebook page, definitely make sure you do that. For new people in town, all right? You guys know any new people in town, definitely let them know to follow my Facebook as well. I cover all of Middle Tennessee and Southern Kentucky, a little part of west of I-65, back over towards some of the Cumberland Plateau County areas and Central Kentucky. Lots of Central Kentucky counties I do cover as well. But we are 11:10 at night. I'm going to send you guys back to regular scheduled programming. And again, we will continue to fine tune to this forecast, and I will have a forecast coming up for you guys starting at 6 a.m. Have a blessed night, everybody.